and welcome to Thehayteamtv. So in today's video, we have got a little bit of a problem with the Fastracs, both of them. Well, it's not really a problem, it's more, well, really an aggravation because it's nothing to do with the Fastrac's fault. I reckon it's to do with the fuel. Anyway, we're going to be changing the fuel filters. So I'm going to be changing the fuel filters on mine and Justin's, but I'll just film me doing mine. I've got to do mine before I go out on delivery. Either, I don't know why there is a problem, either because it's winter fuel, might be a high wax content. The fuel is never long enough in the tank to be a problem. We haven't got a problem with anything else on the farm, but just one of those things. The Fastracs might filter might filter properly, better. But there again, the Fastracs are full tilt all the time. The other machines on the farm, well, are not really. But who knows? Anyway, maybe we will get a sample done one day, but just one of those things. So anyway, let's get started. Let's change the fuel filters. Right, so there's the two fuel filters. They're easy to do, nothing too difficult to do. So we'll just spin them off and replace them. Let's move the steering first of all so I can actually get in there. All right, so basically that is my tools to do the job. Obviously we've got a fuel filter kit here. That's both your fuel filters in there. And that's not my juice because I'm thirsty. That is red diesel, and I'll come to that in a minute when we use it. But that is it. So anyway, let's squeeze in there. Now I'm hoping that you can see me and what I'm doing on the angle that I've got the camera. So anyway, let's loosen these off. In the fuel filter setting, in the fuel filter set, shall I say, sorry, you do get a tool, but I just like to use these. Gives you more leverage. Just crack them off. Like so. Bound to lose a bit of diesel. We'll clear that up in a minute. Bound to make a bit of a, there we go. Bound to make a little bit of a mess. So that's your main fuel filter. And that one there is your pre-filter. Right, so in the kit, there's your tool, which we're not gonna need. That one will go there. There's your two filters. That's your pre, it's all marked. That's your main filter, the one we want. So, when I do this, this is really hard with one hand. Right, so what we are going to do for this one, why I've got the red diesel, is what I do, I'm sure most of you do as well, is we're going to fill it up with red diesel. And the reason for that, there's a couple of reasons really. Well, one, it makes it easier to start. And two, you're not relying on the pump to fill this up, and you get air locks and stuff like that, and basically it'd be a pain to start. So always, no matter what diesel system you've got running on your tractor, my opinion, fill it up with diesel first. It makes a hell of a difference. I'm hoping this isn't iced tea, because then we really could cause some damage. Right, so fill your filter right up to the top. Obviously you don't need to overfill it. Don't need to get too mad about it all. Let that settle. Right, so that will do. And then what I always do as well, because it's new, just lubricate your seals. So nothing twists and it all goes on smoothly. But again, I'm not teaching anyone to suck eggs. It's what I always do. So I'm sure a lot of you will be watching this and going, well, I'll do that anyway. But I'm just saying how I do it, and it just makes the job 10 times easier. Get this one in here. Might make a little bit of a mess because of the way we filled it. We'll just do that one up. Just get my rag. Where's my rag? There's my rag. Oh, such a squeeze, even for me. Look at that. Right, so that one's on. And now we'll do the same process again with the second one, but the second one, this is the one with the sensor on. So what we'll do first, make sure you take the sensor off first, like that, else you might be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, I hate diesel. I'll be stinking of this all day now. And again, we'll just crack them off. I always go one way and then the other. It just makes it easier. Well, it does for me anyway. Just be careful of a sensor. Right, again. Right, there we go. There's the second one. Right, we'll do the same again. Right, so I've just been and emptied this one out down where we keep our waste oil. And the reason I did that, because on the new filters, you don't get a new sensor. So we'll just take this one out. Give it a wipe. Again, that's what I do. You know, it's surprising what dirt you accumulate in there. Mind the two prongs as you go. You don't want to damage them. And there is a little rubber, as you can see in there, a little rubber seal. You get one in the box. So what we'll do now is replace that. Sometimes people don't replace it, but I will always replace the rubber seal. If it's there, then fit it. That's what I do anyway. So, trusty penknife, mind as you go. Like that. Can be a little bit fiddly actually. Right, so that is... Right, so that one's off. A little bit of dirt in there still, so make sure we get all that out. Else the seal's just not going to seal properly. Then we'll have to do it all over again. If you do it properly once, you won't have to do it again. Right, so that's the new seal on. Bit of diesel. Just to make it easier. And new filter. Just tighten that one up. Doesn't have to be overly tight. Oh, diesel in my mouth now. It's one of the worst. Hate it. Right, so that's on. But now, get the diesel again, fill this one up. That's all right. Justin will clean it up when he gets back, I'm sure. Just got to be careful, like I said, keep saying. I know I keep saying it, but that sensor, you don't want to twist the wires and snap the wires off. Then I'll be making a phone call to Beers saying, can I have a new sensor, please? Because I'm stupid. If you do that, you've got to be very careful with tightening with them. Get that out of my way before I snap that off as well. Really, to be fair, I should have done this one, got that one off, and then done that one, but it's not going to make any difference really at all. So now what I'll do is, we'll start her up. Just let it pump through for a little bit. There we go. Now just let her idle. This is what I do anyway. Just let her idle, just for a little bit, and then just bring your revs up gradually. So you're forcing, not that there will be, or there might be. So you're just forcing the air bubbles out. Because what I don't want to do is just go, yeah, that's fine now. Switch it all off, put it all back together, go out in delivery, and then all of a sudden I break down. And then because of air, if you just stay here for a little bit, just bring your revs up. I'll bring one about halfway. Just force the diesel around, force those air bubbles out, and you won't have a problem. If it's done right the first time, you shouldn't have a problem. Don't get me wrong, things go wrong, but this way I'd rather spend a little bit more time here than trying to rush out, go on my deliveries, and then I break down. Well, what's the point? So we'll just sit here for a minute, rev her up, and then check for leaks, and we're all good to go. Right, so I've just got back from delivery. Now it's on the Justin's tractor to change his fuel filters. My work just never stops. So I am all done. Thank God for that. That's all I can say. But as you can see, my mate is here.
Don't touch me. Never touch me. Get your hand off me.
Well, you let me touch you earlier.
No, you didn't.
Did you touch me?
No, you touched me, and then I threatened to kill you. Don't touch me, never touch me. Don't want to be touched by you. Don't know where you've been.
Usually with you.
Not like that. No. Anyway,
hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Give it a thumbs up.
Right now we're teaching him to lead things. Now he's supposed to lead me into saying something.
Teaching?
Huh?
Teaching?
Teaching.
Not teaching? Fine then. Where can they find us?
You can find us on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook and Twitter.
You're good, isn't he? Hey, he is good. And if you do want merchandise, it is flying off the shelves at the moment. So it is on eBay or in the description, link below.
Am I not allowed to do that bit?
No, that's me, mate. All right.
Fine, okay.
Well, I hope you did enjoy this video.
Where's your merch?
I'm talking. I'm talking, all right? Talking.
Okay,
okay. You on about where's my merch? JCB, mate, working on JCB. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy that video. And you might have learnt something, you might not have, but there we go. So, anyway, that's enough from me. Definitely enough from him.
It's a bit mean.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.
I say that.